guys, it's Twotailed here, and welcome back to Shindo Life. This isn't Shindo Life. This is a tier list for Shindo Life. Either way, it's kind of the same deal. I know you guys aren't really used to this. I've done a couple tier lists, but not really. This is basically a tier list of me ranking all of the tailed spirits within the game, and yeah, that's about it. If you have a different opinion, that's okay, but don't get mad at me because this is just how I feel. I'm going to be judging this based off of looks, and it's overall what I like. They are all completely the same when it comes to stats. So I don't even want to hear that. I'm not going to be judging it off of just abilities or something, because whenever you get the 6 paths, pretty much everything's the same. The only thing I'm really going to be judging here is the overall looks and what I personally think or like about them. If there's one I think looks terrible, obviously it's going to be a lower tier than the one I would think looks amazing. So we're going to talk about that. Now, the only one that isn't the same as the others is Twotailed, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah, there's a lot that's going to go into this, but you'll see. Just have a good time. I'm going to have a good time. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, become a part of this channel, and I'll see you guys, I guess, in like 2 seconds for you guys, but for me, it'll be a couple minutes. So I'll see you then.
Water, water, get in colder. Booty farts make the water feel warmer.
Okay, so here we are, and I'm not going to go in any particular order. I'm just going to kind of go and choose and just drag it where I want. So first off, we have Sue. Obviously, Sue has like the whole Shukaku theme going on with it. It's kind of like a rockier vibe. The tail looks a little bit beat up and rough. There's like one tail, obviously, because it's the one-tailed spirit. But, you know, in the end, in the Tentacion mode, it actually keeps that tail. And this is one of the ones that just looks the strangest out of all of them, but not in a bad way. I actually really like this design. I remember, like, originally when I first started, I didn't really care for it, but it's actually grown on me a lot because I've seen other people that have it. Honestly, for me, that's a solid A. That's probably one of my favorite designs out of all of the tailed spirits. Obviously, stat-wise, it's the same as the others. Everything else is basically the same, but the fact that it keeps that tail in Tentacion, and then, like, the way it kind of moves when it's in the lower stages. I'll show some pictures on screen to demonstrate what I'm talking about, but it's definitely one of my favorites.
Ooh. Baby, I need you in my life, in my life. Please, babe, don't go switches out.
Next up, we actually have the Twotailed spirit. This is one that I have mixed feelings on, right? So, like, I like the fan look that it has when it goes side to side, but at the same time, it just feels so strange. I don't know. It's just something about it. I like it, but I don't love it. It's just something that's just... It's either you love it or you hate it, in my book. Because, like, you either love the design and you think it looks kind of futuristic, cool, or you just absolutely hate it and thinks it just you might just think it looks really stupid. And it might just seem like too much because there's so many tails. There's a freaking fan. Like, that's hardly even a tail. I don't know. It really depends on what you like. But to me, personally, I'm going to put it in a B. I don't think it's doing anything bad. I don't think it's anything wrong. It's just either love it or hate it. So to me, it's in the mid. I'm going to put it at B. That's my personal feelings on Chew. On to the next one.
I'm a shapeshifter at Ghost Masquerade, hiding both.
Now we have the core tailed spirit. Now I'm a little bit biased here because the core tailed spirit is actually what I use mainly. It is basically essentially Naruto's tailed spirit in the anime. You know, 9 tails, you got Kurama. It used to be Kurama when it was Shinobi Life 2. And then it just basically stayed the exact same and became core. So it's essentially the exact tailed spirit that Naruto would be using in this universe. So that's a big selling point for that. Not to mention it's a fox. I don't know. I feel like the design of the fox is definitely going to be one of my favorites. I wouldn't say it's my absolute favorite, but I really like the fox. Maybe it's just because I've been using it so long. But honestly, I love the 9 tails look. I feel like it really fits it's basically the ultimate tailed spirit in my opinion. Like, obviously not 10. 10's like a little bit different. It's a breed of its own. But to me, core is like the ultimate, most basic spirit. I feel like it's just what every spirit has to try and at least either be that or better. And to me, it's S tier. I feel like it's just iconic. It's probably the most used tailed spirit in Shindo Life. That's my feelings on it. Okay, now this one's going to be one that's going to be a little bit controversial. This is the Kutel spirit. We're going to be talking about Kutel spirit. Why do I think this will be controversial? Well, put it this way. Some people love this. Like, they just absolutely adore it, and I can see why. But I'm actually the opposite. I don't think it looks that great. So, one of the main things with the Kutel spirit is it's bright white, like it's blindingly light. And some people think that just looks cool and heavenly and like, I don't know, just amazing. And I guess I can see the appeal, but it's not my thing. But that's just something I didn't exactly like. Like, I think it looks cool on one hand, but on the other, it's annoying in PvP because they're so freaking bright, you can't even really see their features. They just look like a freaking white square running around. I don't know, I don't really like it. I don't really like it that much. But not just that. That's not even the only thing. Ku does, like, whenever it goes into its actual form, when it turns into Ku, it's like, the design of Ku just doesn't really seem that cool to me. I think it's gotta be probably one of my least favorite designs out of all of them. The mist effect that you get in, like, most of the forms is okay. I kind of like how it does form into something slowly. Ku isn't bad by any means, but it's not my type. Now, a lot of people might rank Ku higher, but for me, it's going to be a C, all right? I'm not saying Ku's bad. I like Ku. It was actually the one I was going to go for originally when I first started playing the game, but I don't know. It's not really my type. I just feel like it's a little, you know,
You never see it
Okay, now this one is actually the Sun-tailed spirit. This is one that a lot of people have as well. This is probably one of the most popular ones along with Core. This actually has got to be my... It's so tough. I think it's either my second or my third favorite design out of all of the tailed spirits. And it's just something about it. There's 4 tails. It looks good. It's not too much. It's not too little. It's got like these little points that come off of it. I mean, the actual color that comes with the default is really good. The time that it spawns at is also one that, like, it was like one of the first ones I tried to get. That and Ku, because they spawn around the same time. It was honestly one of the first ones I tried to get just because I like the design so much. And it's so hard for me. I don't know if I wanted an A or S. But when I compare it to Shukaku, I think it's better than Shukaku. I really do. I'm going to have to put it in the S. I think it's an S tier. Why? I don't know. It just, to me, personally, I think it's like a really good looking design. I think it's probably one of my favorites. Oh yeah, and of course, it has a freaking gigantic monkey. I mean, that is just, I don't know. It's a gigantic monkey. What else can I say? Okay, this one, honestly, not too bad. This is the guy or gay, no, man, the guy-tailed spirit or something like that. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but I hope I pronounced it right. Essentially, this is probably one of my favorite looking ones as well. I don't think it's quite S tier. I think it's kind of along there with Shukaku, where it's just one that I think looks pretty freaking good, you know? Like, it's not too much, it's not too little. I feel like the actual tail amount, it's like it looks kind of like Core's tails, but not quite as much. I like the purple design. I mean, it overall, even the actual spirit itself looks pretty freaking huge. I mean, it looks cool. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty cool. I've seen it in PvP, and you're just like kind of blown away by its size, and it just looks freaking like ready to kill. I don't know, I like it, so I'm gonna put it in the A tier. I'll leave it at that. A tier for sure. This one is actually called Mao. I honestly, instant S tier for me. I just love, like, right, look at that spirit right there. That has probably got to be one of my favorite pictures. It's either that or the tin-tailed, like, actual spirit that is, like, the best looking in my opinion. Either the Mao-tailed spirit or the tin-tailed spirit when it comes to spirit designs is my favorite. I like how there's 2 tails. I mean, it's little, but it works so well. I don't know what it is. It just looks good. I like the blue design. I really like it. It looks so smooth and sleek. And back in Shinobi Life 2, I think it actually looked even better back then. So for me, definitely an S tier, one of my favorites. Oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man. Oh god, oh man, oh god. Okay, this is another one that's going to be a little bit controversial because a lot of people will defend this tailed spirit to the grave just because they think it is their tailed spirit. They got it and they're so proud to have it because of how hard it is. They're like, yeah, I got this in 2 minutes, but it's so good. You cannot tell me it's bad. I want it to stay the best, most sought after tailed spirit. That's the tin-tailed spirit. That's what I'm talking about. There are so many people that cannot stand any sort of criticism around that tailed spirit. It's pretty bad. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I like the tin-tailed spirit. I really do. I think it looks good. I love this picture. It's either this or the Mao-tailed spirit that has the best spirit overall. I love the dragon. I think its movement around the map is a little wonky, but I do like the design. I just love dragons, so I think it looks really cool. The actual forms are pretty freaking good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty OP. I mean, I feel like the 6 paths and Tentacion mode kind of levels it out, but it's not quite there. I don't know. It's like it's about even. I made a whole video on that whole topic before, so I won't get much into it. But basically, I don't think Twotailed is all that special, but it is a little bit stronger. It is a little bit stronger. The only thing I don't like about it, though, is how hard it is to get. Now, you might be one of those lucky people that ends up getting it really easily, but for me, I had to have literally have spent months, ages. Like, I played this game for like a year now. Ever since it came out, still nothing. For the design, the power, and overall the chadness that is Twotailed, I'm putting it in A. I don't think it's quite S for me, but it is an A. Now, the actual icon itself, I do feel like is an S tier. I feel like the spirit should be an S tier, but the actual, like, how hard it is to get and how much you get for your, like, buck, like, how much bang you get for your buck, it's like, I don't know. It's not quite an S for me. A lot of people are just going to put it in instant S because, oh my god, it's Twotailed, but nah, not for me. That's just not me. So next up is the Rab-tailed spirit, and honestly, I think it's not bad at all, but I don't think it's as good as, like, let's say Chew, because Chew is like a white design as well, but it was a brighter white, and I feel like that stands out more. This flatter white just doesn't really look all that well to me. The tail is like a bunny rabbit tail. I don't know, I don't really like it. I don't really like the design of this at all. The spirit looks gross to me. Something about it, I don't like it. It does have a pretty good amount of power. I'll give it that. The attacks do look pretty good. But for me, it's going to be a C. I don't know. It's just... some people love this. I tried to like it. I did like it a little bit at first. I don't think it's terrible. But it's just... Next up, we have the side-tailed spirit. I hate this. Get this out of my face. I hate the spirit. I hate the actual look of the design. I don't know what it is. It's like the tails... It looks like that. It looks like they're about to snap in too. I've never liked that design. Ever. Some people might, but to me it looks gross. It looks creepy. It fits the spirit, that's for sure. It just... In terms of actual looks, I hate it. That has got to be probably my least favorite spirit design of all. I'm sorry if you use this. It's just... Personally, I could never. But there's still one more. Next up is the Isu-tailed spirit. Now this is one that, like... I'm a little mixed on. I think it does look really good. I like the 3-tail design. I like all the spikes, but it almost looks like a little bit too much. The default color is like a lime green, and I'm just not really feeling it. I don't know. I feel like it would have been better if it was like a darker green or something like that. I mean, of course, you can change the colors, but still, it's just... I don't know. I'm just not big on the whole design. The spirit itself, not bad, but it's just... I don't know. I think it's going to be a B tier for me. And with that, I complete my Tailed Spirit tier list. This is what I personally think of all the Tailed Spirits. Now, you probably have a different tier list than me, so let me know in the comments what you think. If you think that one should have been higher than the other, let me know why. If I was wrong about something, let me know. I mean, you don't got to be mean about it, just tell me. I mean, it's perfectly fine to let your opinion be known, just like it's perfectly fine for me to let my opinion be known. And that's really what my Tailed Spirit tier list is going to be like. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Future Timmy, signing out.
I've never felt like so miserable. I've never